Welcome to Argentina. Money works differently here. I'll explain everything you need to know about the blue dollar rate and how to maximize your exchange rate. Just keep in mind, don't use your credit card or go to an ATM in this country. Instead, use cash. Hi, I'm Arvind Sareen, an entrepreneur and a digital nomad, and I was able to increase the value of my money by 50% using this trick during my last visit to Argentina. In this video, I'll explain what are the best options to exchange your currency. So let's get started. First, it is important to understand what is the blue dollar rate. It is an informal rate of currency exchange that operates on the street in Argentina. Local exchanges called cambios and western unions, or the local company called Pago Fácil, use this rate to exchange dollars and euros. It is a rate that exchanges your dollars or euros at a higher rate than the official exchange rate, giving you more local money for the same price. This rate fluctuates daily in Argentina, so it makes sense to monitor what the blue dollar rate is on any given day before you buy pesos. Why did I say that you should never use your credit card or go to an ATM here? Because everything that you pay for by using the credit card will be exchanged at the official rate, which stands at 870 pesos for a dollar approximately as of today. But if you use cash, which you exchange at a better rate for pesos to pay for everything, then you save money. Using cash is a hassle. However, you'll have to carry loads of currency everywhere, and you may even have leftover pesos at the end of the trip, which would then need to be exchanged back, and that is very difficult. As Argentina's economy remains unstable and unpredictable, the Argentine peso has very little value beyond its borders. Locals prioritize saving up American dollars as a form of financial security. There is, however, another way where you do not have to use cash everywhere and you can still get the blue dollar rate. I'll tell you about it later in the video as I share my personal experience. I landed in Buenos Aires to begin my trip to Patagonia, where I will hike Mount Fitzroy and the famous Torres del Paine while visiting 4 Patagonia cities with a goal to lose some weight. Did I meet my goal? Find out in this video on my channel. Going to Argentina, I carried $1,200 in $100 bills, all in cash. Why? Carrying $100 bills gives you the best value for currency exchange. Bills of smaller sizes might not be as popular as $100 bills. Because they're in demand, you'll get a pretty good price for them. But it helps to remember that most cambios and western unions are located in the main shopping and business streets in Buenos Aires. So while exchanging money or carrying cash, be very careful as petty crime is common here. Arriving in Buenos Aires, I booked an Uber and came straight to the hostel Viajero, where I had booked myself a private room. Nice. Before starting my trip, I had downloaded the Western Union app and I took advantage of their promotion where you do not pay any fee for your first transaction when you sign up for a new account. This Western Union exchange rate was by far the best. I linked my debit card and made an instant transfer of $2,000 to save a fee of $161. After making this transfer, I got a code that I could take to any Western Union all over the country. This gave me a rate of 1,239 pesos per dollar. I thought to myself, I was all set, but I was about to find out something that I wish I knew earlier. Sometimes the Western Unions may have long lines or run out of cash or may not open during weekends and holidays. I'm here at the Western Union and as you can see, it's closed. Now that's our first challenge. And the reason is because of the weekend and the carnival, it's not gonna open until like Wednesday. Now, I don't know if all of them are gonna be closed or if it's just this one, but right now, Western Union is closed. I arrived on a Saturday and there was a carnival going on, so Monday and Tuesday were also public holidays. Now, I gotta exchange some cash because they don't have Western Union open until for the next 3 days because of the carnival, looks like. And this, how much? 54, so 108. Okay. Can you give me some change too? Change? Change? Break? One. I'm glad I was carrying some dollars that I would have to exchange soon to survive in the city. Cambios are usually a very good and safe way to exchange money, but I wouldn't go along with those street brokers that you would find near touristy places like the Casa Rosada. At this first cambio, I exchanged $200 for a rate of 1,080 pesos per dollar, while the official exchange rate was 835 pesos to the dollar when I went to this cambio. I was thinking to myself, Western Union gave me 1,239 pesos to a dollar, which means I made a profit of 371 pesos on each dollar. But it was going to require some effort to actually find a Western Union that was open. Finally, on Wednesday, after 2 public holidays for the carnival, I was able to locate a Western Union and arrived at their location first thing in the morning. That was an important task that was pending, and now it's done. We are 2.5 million pesos richer. So this was a good Western Union anyways. Now I need to just not be catching attention, just let's go quickly, so we don't want to be attracting any attention. We'll talk at home. Bye-bye. I had to use up all of this money no matter what before leaving the country and going to Chile. After having traveled to so many countries, this is my first time carrying a bag full of notes. But since I was paying for everything in cash on this trip, I didn't have to carry so much cash around for very long. I tried to change my pesos in 𝐀𝐫𝐯𝐲 in Patagonia, but it wasn't easy. It was time to complete my trek in Chile, and I wanted to carry only minimal amount of pesos. Dealing with the uncertainty of the pesos made finding a reliable exchange difficult, but after some persistence, I managed to secure a good deal. I had to try talking to many local businesses before I found a bar that was willing to buy my pesos back. At midnight, my day's work of hunting for a spot to change my money finally concluded when the owner of a local bar reached out to me and offered 1,100 pesos for a dollar. I am exchanging the money back from local people that I met. I'm having to give a very high rate, but that's okay. It's still good. Not quite as good as the rate at which they sell pesos at cambios, but still more than what I bought it from Western Union. Remember, I mentioned at the beginning that there is another way that you can get blue dollar rate using your card. So here's that tip. I found out from a fellow tourist that recently Visa came up with a new policy where when you swipe your debit card, your conversion rate is blue dollar rate. Remember, it has to be a debit card, not a credit card. Of course, I didn't use this trick because I had already booked an exchange for $2,000 from Western Union while in Dallas, and the whole time I had surplus cash and I was itching to spend it all on my purchases. As an example, I got my flight tickets from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia from a local travel agent by paying cash. This is a travel agency. This is where I came to get my tickets from 𝐀𝐫𝐯𝐲 bus ride going to Alchalten and then back. So that's going to be on Friday and then coming back on Sunday, and then I'm going to spend 3 days in 𝐀𝐫𝐯𝐲. They charge you a bit higher price than you can find online, but overall it comes out cheaper. Here's the conclusion. My experience with exchanging currency in Argentina was both challenging and fascinating. I retained about $22 worth of Argentine currency, which amounts to a chunk of banknotes, just as a souvenir. Making smart use of your blue dollar rate helps you spend less and gain more on your holiday to Argentina. So here's my final recommendation. Since you never know how much cash you would need, there is a benefit in just using your Visa debit card for some purchases. Use Western Union, where your first transaction is free, to transfer a small amount of cash that you're absolutely sure that you'll be able to spend. You need some petty cash for taxis, street food, and local markets. My hostel Viajero did not accept cash for room reservations, but they accepted cash for activities and for booking a ferry. There are more tips that I would love to share with you regarding accommodation. Be sure to watch my video where I break down the decision regarding where to stay, hostels, Airbnbs, or hotels, and how to find the best price for your stay. I'll also be posting my full itinerary of Patagonia and all the activities that I enjoyed during this trip. So you don't miss any of those videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you found this video helpful, send me a message in the comments and I'd surely respond. Until next time, goodbye.